This is one of my friends' game that had one of the funniest results ever. A masterclass endgame played by two 700s. My friend became 700 as a result of this game. B3, E6. Normal stuff in the opening, because I taught my friend how to play the Nimzo Larsen. But the problem is he doesn't know how to respond to a bunch of stupid stuff like this. And this is look, top engine move. But he didn't know. I don't think he knew he was giving up a pawn. Knight G5. Yeah, no, you can't do this. Like, you gotta take on G7. Queen takes H2. Knight F3. Queen H6. C4. Sure, why not? I guess a good move at trying to take advantage of the fact that black is underdeveloped and black plays F6 for whatever reason. G5. King E2 is best move for him apparently, but that's ridiculous. G5. This is an awful move because I'm pretty sure white can just take that. Yeah, white can. But you can just. But my friend just takes that because that's him. Like, top engine move. Knight D4. So he misses that he can take on G5, but it doesn't really matter. Bishop D7. Bishop B5. This is not a good move. C6. Bishop C4. Knight E7. Bishop E6. C5 takes, and Knight E6. So this is not bad, you know. He's got a fair amount of compensation. Rook C8, Queen F3. Like, this is a really good move, by the way, targeting the weakness. Bishop G7. Queen takes B7. And Rook B8. Knight C7 was played. King F7. Queen takes A7. Yeah, this is not a good move. But his pawn fails to punish him. This is a pretty long range fork. Like I said, these players are high 600, and my friend became 700 because of this game. Knight D5. Like, this is actually a really good move. It's like giving up the knight because of this. Like, discovered attack. Rook to A8 was played, which just hangs the knight. But don't worry, the game is far from over. Bishop A3, which this doesn't do a lot, and actually loses the knight because of that. Queen C7 was played. F5 was played, just refusing to take the knight, and this was taken instead. And then the rook was taken, but white is still winning because the king is how weak the king is, but it doesn't get played. And this game just keeps going. It's complete chaos. And of course the queen is hung. And by the way, black is literally forced to take this. This was played. Rook takes D8. And look at the position. Two knights versus a queen and a bishop. Two knights and three pawns versus a queen and bishop. Knight C7. Queen H6. Rook takes G7 for some reason. Like, he was planning on this, but he missed this. But because black is six iron, this was played. And knight D6 was played. King F7. But because this friend is also 600, the rook was taken. And like, a lot of you would say that white is clearly lost, but it's actually not that simple. Because white has two knights and three pawns for the queen. So, like I said, masterclass endgame. This is a masterclass endgame that'd be playing with the knights and the pawns against the queen. And you're about to watch this be played by two 600s. Knight E6, let's go. Attack the queen. Bring the knight back. Queen F6. Knight F4 check. Like, this is a really good move because your knight helps defend everything here. King F7. He's going here, which this is not a good move because of this check. King E2. Queen takes A2. Now he is down 1 point of material. b4 on the board, pushing his passed pawn. Queen b2, f3, queen b3, e4, and the game goes on. I think this is crazy. Queen c4, literally, it encourages d3. Shut up. This is a good move. Queen c2. And queen d4 was best because it infiltrates. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best move. King staying with his knights. As you can see, they're not playing with any patterns in their head. They're just giving checks. Because this is a masterclass endgame. Played by 700s. Queen g7 check. King c4, h6. Knight f5. Queen f6. Knight d5. Queen c6. King d4. The pieces just keep going. You gotta stop the pawn. You gotta stop the pawn. Or you gotta do that, apparently. Either one works. Queen e6. Now it's a draw. Now it's a draw. This is knight d6. King g7. Knight f4 is played. b5 is the best move because you got to try and keep the queen busy. Queen g4. You can't get your knights pinned like this in this endgame. But the players are 700. h4. Knight f5 check. King f7, and now you're losing because of knight h6. King e7. And yeah, now there's no more plot twists. There's no more plot twists. What? Is chess.com broken? Okay, no. Yeah, no more plot twists. And the game's just over. And that is 700 EVO chess.